The neon sign outside the small roadside motel flickered in the cold evening air. A group of bikers had stopped there for the night after a long ride across the quiet highways of rural Oklahoma. Leather jackets, loud engines. Most people looked at them with fear. But that night, something unexpected happened. As the bikers parked their motorcycles, a small boy suddenly ran across the parking lot. His face was pale. His breathing was heavy. Before anyone could react, the boy grabbed the arm of the tallest biker. Please. My grandpa is in that truck." The biker looked down, surprised. "What truck, kid?" he asked calmly. The boy pointed toward the highway where a large, dark delivery truck had just turned onto the road. "That one. They took him," the boy shouted, almost crying. The other bikers quickly gathered around. One of them knelt down beside the boy. "Well, slow down, son. Tell us what happened." The boy wiped his tears. "My grandpa drives a small shop near the gas station," he said. "Two men came today. They were angry about money. They forced him into that truck." The parking lot suddenly became silent. The bikers exchanged serious looks. One of them, a gray-bearded rider named Mike, spoke. "A kid. Are you sure?" The boy nodded desperately. "I followed them on my bike, but they drove away too fast. I ran here because I saw your motorcycles." Mike looked at the highway again. The truck's red lights were barely visible in the distance. Without another word, he stood up. "Mount up," he said to the group. Engines roared to life. The boy watched with wide eyes. One biker gently placed a hand on his shoulder. We'll bring him back," he promised. The night air rushed past as the bikers sped onto the highway. Their headlights cut through the darkness. Within minutes, they spotted the truck ahead. It was swerving slightly as if the driver was nervous. Mike pulled his motorcycle closer and signaled the others. They spread out, surrounding the truck from both sides. The driver clearly noticed them. Suddenly, the truck accelerated. The chase began. Engines thundered across the empty road. The truck tried to escape, turning sharply onto a side road that led toward the forest. But the bikers stayed close. One rider pulled ahead and blocked the narrow road. The truck slammed its brakes. Dust filled the air. Before the driver could react, the bikers surrounded the vehicle. Two nervous men jumped out. "I'll back off," one of them shouted. But the bikers didn't move. Mike stepped forward slowly. "You picked the wrong road tonight," he said calmly. The men looked around. There were nearly 10 motorcycles surrounding them. They quickly realized they had nowhere to run. Mike stepped up the... One of the bikers opened the back of the truck. Inside, tied to a chair but unharmed, was an elderly man. His eyes widened with relief. Thank God," he whispered. The ropes were cut, and the old man carefully stepped out. "Are you okay, sir?" Mike asked. The grandfather nodded slowly. "My grandson, is he safe?" Mike smiled. "He's waiting for you." An hour later, the motorcycles rolled back into the motel parking lot. The small boy was still sitting on the curb, nervously watching the road. When he saw the motorcycles, he jumped to his feet. And when the elderly man stepped off one of the bikes, "A grandpa!" the boy shouted. He ran across the parking lot and hugged him tightly. The old man held his grandson close. "I thought I lost you," the boy said. "You never will," the grandfather replied softly. The bikers quietly watched the moment. No applause, no attention, just a family reunited. Mike started his motorcycle again. The boy ran over to him. "Thank you," he said. Mike smiled beneath his helmet. "A kid," he said. "Sometimes heroes just ride motorcycles." The engines roared, and within seconds the bikers disappeared back into the night. But the boy would remember them forever, because on that cold evening at a lonely roadside motel, a group of strangers became heroes.